Jermell Charlo, he's been on a social media rampage, and one of the people he called out was Terence Bud Crawford. You know, Charlo's been out for 2 years, similar to Errol Spence. His last fight was Canelo, lost by decision, and he hasn't been active since. And the fight when Crawford was fighting Spence, after he fought Spence, he looked over to Charlo and called him out, and Charlo bitched up pretty much. So now 2 years later, and one could even argue the fact that Jermell Charlo skipped him Malu out of the division because he knew Crawford was coming up there. Similar to how people thought that Charlo was trying to avoid Tim Tszyu. Now I look back at it, Charlo probably would have whooped Tim Tszyu ass, probably stopped him. But now Charlo's deciding to come back to boxing. He decided to come back down in weight. And one of the people he's been calling out was Terence Crawford. And I just find it strange now that you want to fight Crawford now, so you say, right? But when he was knocking on your door before you fought Canelo, you was too good for Crawford. I don't know why he worrying about me for. He ain't even in my weight class. I'm about to fight Canelo. Like, come on, man. You should have said, oh, bro, after I take care of my Canelo business, I'll come right back for you, bro. Stay there. Don't go nowhere. Let me get this bag. Let me see what's up with Canelo, and I'm going to come back down and we going to see what it is. He ain't do that. He waited 2 years later and decided to put Crawford on the so-called hit list. I guess to just put Crawford there as a name. Bro, you didn't even want to fight Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman called you out on the phone, and you was like, "Well, you ain't nobody." And I'm like, bro, you understand? Charlo is, I believe, the champion in recess. I believe so. I mean, cool. He want to come back and reclaim the throne, but you putting Crawford in there. I think he only doing that because he know Crawford. There's a great chance Crawford ain't coming back down. So he just threw Crawford in the mix. Now you want to throw Crawford in the mix when you ain't in the danger zone no more with Crawford, huh? When Crawford leaves, he's pretty much not even at 154 no more because when he step in the ring with Canelo, he's going to lose his belt. So now you calling him out and you know that's what's going to happen when he move up in weight? Hey, come on, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. When he was already at your weight class or knocking on the door to open it for 154, you ain't want no problems with him. You was quiet, nothing. Y'all had your little words, but you wasn't doing none of that. You wasn't doing all that woofing and all that growling and shit like a lion when Crawford was ready for that ass. Now he's pretty much 168 pounder right now. Now you talking about Crawford. Stop it, bro. Stop it. There's probably slim to none chance that Crawford entertains you. And he probably will if he did move down. I don't know. I've heard people say that Crawford drops little subtle hints that he might go back down in weight, but I don't see it, man. I don't see it. I don't see it. But we'll have to see, man. But come on, Charlo. Your timing is off, bro. Your timing is off. When you had to Keith Thurman, he used to do that same stuff. Like, when Errol Spence wanted to fight him, oh man, he what has he done and all this other shit. Then years later, then he calling for a Errol Spence fight when Spence got the belts. When Spence had all the belts, and like, come on, man, y'all dudes be moving funny. Y'all can't be. The world don't revolve around y'all, man. Y'all can't just be, when the opportunity pops up, you got to take it, man. You can't just be thinking you too good for the opportunity, and then whenever you ready to pick up the opportunity, you think it's supposed to be there waiting for you. That ain't the way it go. But anyway, very interesting. We know he's all cap. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about Jermell Charlo calling out Terence Bud Crawford for the smoke at 154. Drop the comments and talk to me, man. It's Rebel Life Boxing. Catch y'all later.